G'day all. I just thought I'd share the success I've had converting this ordinary raised garden bed that produced a pretty ordinary harvest, basically struggled, and especially on the hot 40+ degree days we get here in Adelaide in the summer, to this wicking bed where you can see that the crops are just overflowing. I got the idea after moving some strawberries that were struggling in the raised bed to these self-watering planters, which basically rely on the wicking principle, and the plants just took off, giving my best strawberry harvest ever. Watering the roots from the bottom with wicking is far more water efficient and encourages the deeper roots, and because the surface is dry, there's less pest and disease. So I thought maybe I can make this wicking principle work in my raised garden bed. But most wicking bed designs are much deeper and generally manually watered through a wider PVC pipe from the top, whereas in order to keep a low profile that didn't depend on the manual watering, I've come up with this design for a shallow reservoir, only a few centimetres thick, feeding from the bottom with 25mm poly pipe that connects to my regular irrigation system. So while it's not a polished video, I've recorded the key milestones along the way, and I hope you find it useful. Okay, ready now to set up my wicking bed. We've emptied the raised garden bed out, and I've smoothed out the bottom. And now I'll need to set up the watering coming in. This is going to be a little different to your standard wicking that will come beds that come from the top with a larger pipe. I'm actually just going to use the standard watering coming in from the system, and we're going to see how that works. So first up though, I'm going to need to put down some protection for the base and get the watering system set up. Okay, so we've now put down just an old curtain on the base there, just to give it a little bit of protection for the pool liner or pond liner that we're going to put in there. Okay, so we've now installed the 0.4mm pond liner and started to put some of the volcanic rock in there just to hold it down. Now the next step is to start laying the pipes. Okay, so the other thing I'm doing, I'm just putting down these bags here, the hessian or something like that, just to give it extra protection for the pond liner, such that, you know, if I accidentally poke a stake down or something like that, I don't puncture the pond liner. Alright, so I've put our pipe in, and it's got a number of holes facing sort of sideways, so hopefully it'll not be spraying into the dirt, but just filling up the reservoir. Been filling up for about 8 minutes, and it looks like it's about at the right level now. So the next thing to do is put an outlet hole. Okay, it's all filled up now. We've put some little holes here on the side to drain if it gets too full. So hopefully we've got that about right. There's a layer of material in there to separate the dirt from the base layer. Now to put in the dirt. Okay, it's basically done. Got to do a bit of tidying up, but it's getting a bit late. Okay, here we are the next day, early in the morning, so it's had overnight to start wicking, and we'll just put this moisture meter in. We'll see that, you know, it's showing that it's already showing moisture without having to go down too far, so it's the wicking's actually working, which is great. Okay, so just an update. We're up mid-December now, and yesterday we had a really hot day, 38 degrees, and in our standard veggie patch you can see the tomatoes have really suffered. They're not doing so good. I mean, even my cucumbers down here, they've been in the ground for a little while and they're not really doing that well, but over at our wicking bed it's just become overgrown. I mean, I think the biggest problem I've got is things are too congested. planted them too close together, but you can see we've got healthy tomato plants growing here. You've got get around here, you can see I've just harvested a silver slicer cucumber. I've already got a couple of those, and this is my first harvest of the beans, and yeah, bowl full of the beans there. Got a beetroot growing in there. I've never been able to grow these things here before. All these beans, cucumber plants here. Got a capsicum plant here, and just come around here, we can see there's another capsicum plant hiding in here. It's got overgrown with all the tomatoes that have just gone absolutely crazy. And I think we might have perhaps some rock melon growing here. We'll see how they go as summer progresses. Okay, so I'm just going to show you the wicking bed here. It's early January. It's 43 degrees. We had another 44 degree day yesterday. It's some other hot days, and yet despite all this hot weather, we can see that you know, the leaves are not looking wilted or saggy or anything. You know, I mean, it's all looking pretty healthy given the temperature, and we're starting to see good crop there. We're getting tomatoes starting to form. We've got a rock melon in there, and yeah, back around here, of course, yeah, we've got the cucumbers. Yeah, where they, you know, growing in there. Yep. All in all, this wicking bed's been a success.